Have you ever felt like you possess an invisible radar? While the world moves in a blur, you are the one who notices the tiny hidden details. You see the flicker of sadness behind a loud joke, or the subtle tension hiding beneath a firm handshake and a confident, practiced smile. It's subtle. Welcome to the complex world of the social chameleons. You are the one who perceives what others simply cannot see in the chaos of social interaction. This hyper-awareness is a gift, but it often comes with a heavy price. It is the curse of understanding everyone else while feeling completely misunderstood yourself. To survive, you learn to wear a mask, a transparent shield that reflects what others want to see, protecting the fragile truth of your own inner world. You move through the crowd like a ghost, witnessing the unspoken narratives of strangers. Their joys, their fears, and their deepest insecurities are all laid bare. But who is looking back at you? In the process of observing everyone else, you might have started to lose sight of the person behind the lens. Tonight, we explore the deep psychology of those who see too much. Let us unravel the mystery of the chameleon and the search for authentic self. Imagine your life as a grand performance on a social stage. You are the lead actor, but the script is written by the expectations of others. With high emotional intelligence, you transform yourself into a mirror. You do not just fit in, you become the very environment you are currently stepping into. When you are with friends, you are the life of the party. When you are at work, you are the epitome of professional poise and focus. This is the art of self-monitoring. You scan the room, detect the emotional frequency, and adjust your own broadcast to match the rhythm of the people. Psychologists call this high self-monitoring. It is a sophisticated survival mechanism that allows you to navigate the most complex social waters with grace and ease. But when the play lasts for too long, a dangerous question arises. Where does the performance end, and where does your true original self actually begin? The lines start to blur. You become so good at being what they need that you forget what you need. The mirror starts to lose its soul. You are a master of adaptation, but adaptation can become a prison. The constant effort to match others leaves very little room for your own voice. Every smile you force and every word you choose for their comfort is a small piece of yourself that you give away until you feel empty. This ability to read others didn't appear out of nowhere. Often, it was born in the quiet corners of a childhood where observation was a necessity. You learned to watch the weather of your parents' moods. You became an expert at predicting the storm before the first drop of rain even fell. In psychology, this is often linked to attachment theory. To feel safe and accepted, you had to become the person that others wanted you to be. Anxious attachment creates a hypervigilance. You become a human barometer, sensitive to the slightest change in the emotional atmosphere to ensure you remain connected. You traded your authenticity for safety. By predicting and meeting the needs of others, you secured your place in a world that felt unpredictable and chaotic. This survival skill became your greatest strength, but also your heaviest burden. You grew up fast, learning to manage emotions that weren't even your own. You navigated the emotional landscapes of others with expert precision. You became the peacemaker, the listener, and the one who always understood everyone's hidden pain. But in taking care of everyone else's heart, you left your own locked away. The child who saw everything forgot to look at their own needs. Your history shaped your vision. You see what others don't because you had to. It was your way of surviving in a world of complex emotions. Now, that child still lives within you, still watching, still scanning, still trying to keep the peace at the expense of their own true identity. Think of yourself as the Titanic. On the surface, you are magnificent, strong, and perfectly composed, a marvel of social engineering and charm for all. But beneath the waterline lies the massive iceberg of your true self, the part of you that is cold, lonely, and deeply hidden from the world. When you spend your life meeting expectations, your identity begins to erode. The salt water of compromise slowly leaks into the private chambers of your soul. Every time you stay silent to keep the peace, a piece of your foundation disappears. You are trading your substance for a hollow, perfect social image. The perfect social fit is actually a quiet collision with the iceberg of emptiness. You are surrounded by people, yet you feel more alone than ever. You are drowning in the needs of others. Their voices are loud, their demands are heavy, and your own voice is lost in the deep pressure. Can you feel it? The weight of being the perfect friend, the perfect partner, the perfect worker? It is a burden that no one can carry. You have lost the rudder of your own desire. You are drifting in an ocean of shoulds and musts, far away from your own internal compass. But even in the wreckage of identity erosion, there is a chance to rebuild. You can choose to stop sinking and start sailing toward your truth. High emotional intelligence is often called a gift, a superpower that allows you to connect. But without boundaries, this superpower becomes a heavy, leaden weight. You see the pain they aren't even aware of. You understand the trauma behind their anger, making it almost impossible for you to hold them accountable. Which mask do you wear today? The pressure to choose the right version of yourself can lead to a paralysis of the soul and deep fatigue. You are an emotional sponge, soaking up the stress and sadness of the room. You carry the world's weight while your own goes completely unnoticed. There is a vital difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathy is feeling with someone, but it shouldn't mean losing your own ground in the process. The equation of emotional health requires boundaries. You must learn where they end and where you begin, or you will simply disappear into their shadows. Balance is the key. Your gift of vision is meant to be a tool for connection, not a reason for your own self-sacrifice and emotional exhaustion. You are not responsible for fixing every heart you see. Your first responsibility is to the heart that beats within your own chest, always. True intelligence is knowing when to look away from others and finally look at yourself. It is the wisdom of self-preservation and deep inner peace. The solution is not to stop seeing. The solution is to become a lighthouse, a beacon that stands firm regardless of how violent the storm gets. Begin the journey of authenticity. Start by peeling away the layers of expectations. It is a slow, difficult process, but it is the only way home. Find your own voice in the silence. When you stop listening to what they want, you can finally hear the quiet whisper of your own truth. Be rooted. Your sensitivity is a bridge, but the bridge must be anchored on both sides. One side is empathy, the other is your own self-worth. This is the art of self-authentication. It is saying no when you mean no, and yes only when it aligns with your own internal values. When you are authentic, your light becomes more useful. You no longer just mirror the darkness, you actually provide a clear path through the chaos. You are learning to see yourself with the same clarity that you use to see others. This self-vision is the ultimate goal of your psychological journey. Social interaction becomes a dance, not a performance. You move with people, but you no longer lose your own rhythm to match theirs entirely. You are the observer and the observed. You are the seeker and the find. You are finally becoming the person you were always meant to be. The lighthouse remains. It has survived the storm of others' expectations, and now it stands as a testament to the power of a true self. Seeing what others miss is a rare talent, but living your own truth is the ultimate courage. It is time to step into your power. Real connection happens when two real people meet, not when two masks collide. Be brave enough to show your true face to the world. Have you ever sacrificed your identity just to fit in? You are not alone in this struggle. Many of us are still finding our way back. Share your story in the comments. Let us create a space where being seen for who we really are is more important than being liked. We are here to listen, because seeing the world is a gift, but being seen for your true self is the greatest blessing of all. Knowledge only gains value when it is shared. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on future insights.